Let's start here. Don't borrow money to gamble. The borrower becomes servant to the lender. Debt isn't bad. Banks don't invest in dreams. The bank is not your family's business. It's definitely not a venture capital fund. Banks lend for one reason and one reason only. Use bank capital to scale. Let me just say something that might surprise you. The bank is not your friend, but it's also not your enemy. And misunderstanding that relationship is one of the most expensive mistakes entrepreneurs make. I've seen great businesses struggle, not because the demand wasn't there, but because the owner misunderstood how banks actually work. And today I'll be breaking down 3 dangerous misconceptions business owners have about the bank, so that you can stop guessing, stop taking things personal, and start using the relationship strategically to grow your enterprise. Let's dig in. Misconception number 1, the bank is your friend. Let's start here. The bank is not your friend. The bank is not your family's business. It's definitely not a venture capital fund. Banks are not in the business of helping you experiment on your ideas or even start new businesses. If the idea is too early, find angel investors or equity partners. Banks lend for one reason and one reason only. They believe your business can generate enough cash flow to repay principal and interest. That's the deal. I spoke to one of my clients once and they were extremely frustrated because their bank was aggressively pursuing them after they had defaulted on a loan, even though they had made payments for years. And I asked one question, one simple question: what exactly did you think would happen? Banks don't invest in dreams. They lend to strong cash flow opportunities to generate interest. It's that simple. And after the bank gets paid, it is your responsibility to ensure your business still has residual income left over. And just remember, your best business partners are hardly your friends. Misconception number 2, your bank is your enemy. Now, let's talk about the flip side. The bank is not your enemy. Just because the bank is profit driven, it doesn't mean that they want you to fail. Think about it this way. If you fail, that's bad news for the bank. Banks recycle deposits and raise capital so that they can lend you money. And their goal is to make interest for as long as possible. So your success is their success. When you grow, they grow. When you default, that loan becomes a problem for bank management. I also hear business owners complain about banks stealing from them by charging fees on unused portions of the line of credit. But here's the reality. When a bank approves your line of credit, it commits capital on your behalf. That capital can be lent to someone else, right? The fee isn't punishment, it's the opportunity cost of reserving capital just for you. Banks don't make money when you fail. Remember that. They make money when you survive. Misconception number 3, the bank is your bank. Here's the truth. The bank is not your bank. It's a strategic resource. And like every other resource in your business, it can work for or against you, depending on how well you understand it and depending on how well you manage the relationship. There are 3 rules I want you to remember. Rule number 1, don't borrow money to gamble. Borrow to grow a proven operating cash flow system. Rule number 2, relationships beat transactions. Develop a relationship with a private banker, a commercial banker, or an investment banker. The key here is strong relationships help you navigate the challenges before they become a crisis. And rule number 3, this one is critical, so pay attention. Silence kills trust. When financial challenges show up, don't disappear. Communicate early, be transparent, negotiate. You may be surprised how flexible banks can be when trust is still intact. And so, before you take your next business loan or line of credit, do your due diligence. Use bank capital to scale, not because you are approved, but because it serves a clear purpose. There's a proverb that says, the borrower becomes servant to the lender. Debt isn't bad, but ignorance is extremely expensive. If this video helped you, please share it with your community. Even if you already know all this, someone else needs to hear it before they learn the hard way. Thank you for watching. I'll see you at the next one.